Good evening, welcome back for those coming back and those on replays. Hey, we hope you stay. Tonight we're going to run way off to Final Fantasy. It's a good Monday to basically do some crazy things there. Well, as crazy as we are allowed to get into anyway. Quest lines and dailies, quest lines and dailies. We're just waiting for that basically go for when they open up the northern piece now, aren't we? Absolutely. So let's cut over because I don't want to hang out here. I want to get this rolling pretty quick because I can see the money's there. Alliance. Needs a DPS. Understandable. Takes the most DPS classes. It's the best one for DPS classes to do. Raids and trials are number 2s because there's more DPSs in them. Others are easier done with tanks and healers. Absolutely. So, where did we get to? We did have some fun on Starfield. Great. Right, I was hoping they'd be doing a maintenance thing coming this day, but apparently they're ending the final day for the brick event today. Yeah, or yesterday. Someone's playing a harp though. Well, playing something. Anyhow, what it means is that event will be over. Hooray. There's no mention anywhere of a new event. I didn't see anyway. So keep an eye out for that, which could mean we just get a week in normal, basically all come down from all the rest of it, or racing off and doing something else that they open up. Exactly. Now either they'll open up an event or they'll open up the North Occult, and everyone like myself is chomping at the bit for the North Occult, which will basically be the grind to finish the game, basically. Really? Should be. Right? That should lead us into Evercold. Perfect theorem? Because we should basically be able to get our final level of weapons. Oh, hey, we're doing this one again. Pancakes Wellington. Ooh, that sounds delicious, actually. Booze Clues, God of Drink. Oh, love that name. Baden Boolji. Bayu, and you're not a Lalafell. Must have been one at one time with a name like that. Like, wait, we want to fly in your flying thing. Hey, I'm in the B Alliance, which means I get to stay right at the point of touchdown. Hooray! Any other really spectacularly interested names? Gemini Pest Death and the rest of them. Cat Man Cat. Wait. Yeah, that wait moment. I've been Crumpler. Points for that name. Not one I would want to have again. The weird ability, if the isekai's ever actually truly happen. You definitely would not want to be sent to another world with that name. Oh, Mr. Butt Crumpler. I'm not sure about that one, but I knew that one was good. Lost 4 people. I think I found them for you. Not that worried about it? I'm not worried about it. It's only one. Oh, good. Me. Well, They get back to the back most of the time, both aimed at me. It's like, you're just upset you didn't hit me with anything. Well, I'd rather be nailed if I think I know the mechanics of the fully honest than basically new players that don't know about it. That's true. I think almost every bet would be exactly the same thing. You know? Oh yeah, I know the mechanic inside and out. I don't like getting hit by it. But if I had to choose between me and someone brand new, having to deal with it, I don't think any of us would. If you're gonna target me, then make sure all the way down. I was safe. I got booted in the face by you. Again. That was the flame. That was like call. That was like punch. This is the painful one too. Wait for the bang. Look at how far that last one was. It was like, ha, you suck. Oh well, pull up some stuff. Have all we want, really. It's just greed for basically tokens and tags. Tokens and tags, tokens and tags. Also opened some boxes, got some interesting stuff from the island today. Whee, really? Yeah. We got a hold of one mount. Really? Mm-hmm. Which is kind of strange. If you go here, it was actually this guy, Island Adenium, that we got. Alright. It's not hard to get. So, if he actually sells on the market for a decent price, I'll be one of these pleasantly surprised cases. Put them on for mount standard prices? Yeah, you know what that means. Sounds terrible. That was terrible. That mounts are almost always cry out like that. Jump! Go away. So mouse is not on the page. If you can bring the mouse into the page properly. Yes. Right on top of the radiators, you blew them all out. Though I do have to ask, the hell is this hole here? It obviously leads into the flight deck for some reason. So I have to assume that panel can actually be opened. Hello? Deal with Beta over here. a little bit. About it. A few comments here. I was sitting around with a new ship elements. Work on a new ship design. I may have to put it into practice with one of the other models. Don't fire it that way. Don't fire it that way. No PvP, please. Cool. Let's go talk about a new ship design. Well, debating back with the dark fire, saying, well, maybe if I turn everything upside down, you know, put the wide floor on the ground floor, put the narrow floor just behind the right? The advantage that would have is I can put anything I want to mess around with immediately, like the workshop and stuff, put right behind there. Yeah, so you research bay, that over there, yeah. Okay, so those we can put behind, yeah. I was looking at the rest of the design, it's like, well, if I change this to this, it'd be nice. And then I was like, that would be nice, this would be nice, and I can do this, and I can do that. But I might go ahead and take this out and do a different type of shit. You gotta go? Yeah. I know the goal for this whole build of ships was basically everyone gets a bridge cockpit. Yeah. Still got that little raptor I have to do that. I know you want to say, because the Tayo bridge, thank you. And yes, we are. Are basically like one of the bridges for Hotep and the Tayo basically look like standard cockpits. But I will admit, I don't think I could ever have a ship that doesn't have Ares or brake cockpit. If you're using the Ares cockpit, I was just too happy with them. Just too nice, too much glass. And the falling bleeding, good pockets happen. Not that way! Not that way! Jeez, Willifers. What are you thinking? I want to wipe out one of the enemies, or one of our friendly teams. And not even the group that's having a hard time with it. Yeah, so I might take that. Might do it when I get the UC shuttle. The more I use the other two bridges, it's like, I don't like these, and I've got work to do with that one. You do? I do. Cheese. Four people basically died. So, in the first bit, so it says they probably have some cool new people in there. We may or may not be just wait. There it is. That's the way out. Ooh, thank you, weapon level 1. So, that's always fun. This must be the way. No, really? Sprint. So, that'll be a thing. No, this playthrough I'm trying to stay to... I was going with particle or missiles just to basically stay super long range fighting. Alright, after doing it, I have a feeling I'm going to go back to my standard way of handling things. I might go particle into ballistic, to be honest. I think that's actually the best configuration for the chipstones. Lasers don't do that much more damage than particle does. And I'll be honest about that. 456 versus 456. Difference is it's 3,000 meters range versus 1,200. But the problem is lasers do all damage to hulls. Which lasers doesn't really hurt the hulls. That's taking a little too much damage for this. Yeah. I think you can interrupt that. I haven't tanked the guy, so I'm not certain. I'll try. Where's the other one facing? Something devious is happening. Black mage. Not good at hustle. White mage. Oh, that's another black mage. One hustled well, the other one didn't hustle so well. Just as good as particle business. Okay. And do less damage than hull. If you use particle weapons, start clicking enemies' shields down for further away. And then I figured you'd fire at me because I'm far enough away from the crowd. Eat the bubbles. Next, I think. He's gonna get shot. Why is everyone not? Oh God! Like, why is everyone standing against the wall? Okay, we got blue. Shield. So yeah, so which is a real shame. I like the way this works. I always have been because one of my favorite go-to weapon types. Energy weapons? Absolutely. But Crumpler is where's the other one? Okay, they're both that way. Cool. Cool. So that's optimized, right? Then have some missiles for long range. Can't figure out which one it was. So, but we got him. Would you do 2 particle and a ballistic? Or would you do a particle and 2 ballistic? I think if I was going to do particle twin ballistic. Would you also go with a heavy charge for the laser, like a direct fire, even though it does less damage? If you went with a PBO 175 auto beam, which is the best particle, out of the way. Balls. Then you could argue you're quite close range fight. It's not that terrible. Then you got something like low damage per shot. Something long range for shield breaking. The shot. Either using missiles to break shields long range, but I'll be honest, I'm trying to see if I can get a super long range missile lock. If locking range is only 2 kilometers, that makes missiles inherently, put it mildly. I'm cool. But there are definitely some people with CSs. CSs. Basically just pronunciate. Got 1, 2 there. Got Man Can and Meryl Cylinder, so I'd say those are those two, especially when there's a Faye there. Meryl and Cat. Good one. Ooh. Always someone that's got to go for a jog. Like, oh, I'm going to go join them for a jog too. You can run right around the boss without going anywhere. Yay! No. Meanwhile, 2B is puffed. I think they started to sprint, so they sprinted. Perfect timing for their run, though. Still sucks. Not hitting that one, though. Alright, so maybe I know guns are better than missiles, but you gotta prove it to yourself, right? Besides, missiles are at all viable. I've yet to see us beat this in such a way that we never have to worry about this. You guys are outside of that. That. Did he just release? I wonder what this would look like in bad third person. Creepy doll thing held together with white goo. So, the creative director gets full points basically taking someone's fever and doing it into it. Yeah, Bad and Bully decided he was going to run back. Why? That's his standard hit. Effectively, we're down 1 DPS with this one. Huzzah! Front. Sense to me, wizard. Is that one? It's Prime Blade Spin. AoEs are the first things I can forget. This is just missiles. Some people do not know how to spread out. Excuse me while I go stand on this side. It's going to jump over here and swing back that way. Read it, get out of the way. If it don't, trip ladder. Quite close. I'm still going to sit, right? I don't have a theorem about this, which says the SCO02 infiltrators are among the best. Which will be kind of weird that you one of the better sort of missiles that goes to the SCO2s when you get up high. Right? Like, why do you say that? Well, I say that because I'm not an alpha strike weapon. Right? I mean, 280C. Heavy damage with a missile, but you don't get a lot of them. In my mind, it says if I add up all the launchers you can get and lob them at the enemy, then perfect theorem. There should be a maximum amount of damage to do for basically dumping the pack. Simple. See? Fancy about that. Cool. I like it when the loot go fast. Got nothing. I get nothing regularly. So, you know, what's different there? Yeah, true. True. I tap. So, to me, that's not a big deal. No. Oh, Alexandria. And we have a new player. Hey, Pickle Dill. You know, that would almost be a good opening. It would be part of the team. Their father would have been, if it was a Dill. Oh, Dill. Dill? Dill? Which isn't too weird. Under the corner. But because males don't get that listing, they don't. No, they don't. What do they get? They get Nun or T. means her father's name is Rook. Which means it was meant to be a Rook. For those outside. She had a brother, his name was Keith. That's what her father. Who knows? Still kind of sad. Huh. I gotta stand away from the group. I haven't stood with them. White. From everyone. Oh, and you teleported. You are a filthy boy. Who did not come through? You are lucky. I was almost wiped because someone didn't actually come through the portal. Find an undamaged one? It's like, ooh. That's not fun. Not too many people saying good work. Keep your shield up. I did. That's why I did. No, 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 no! Crap. Thank God for the summoner. I don't usually get high praise like that, but I'll take it. When I picked that clutch. You did well. Where are you? Here. Boom. Triples for that. You knew right, you knew the assignment. Absolutely. Honestly, that's my favorite thing to do, and my most hated thing to do. It's like pull everyone out of the fire and keep going. Love doing it because it's like, yes, I get to use my entire kit. Just drag people across the line. It's like, nope, we're doing this. You're warriors of light. You're coming across. Fun. Someone in chat just said why for some reason I didn't quite catch, because I've entered a conversation somewhere between halfway done and full way completed. Oh, just walked upstairs. Yep, I got a hood out of it. That's good. Anyway. Oh. Anyway, off to a trial. Off to a trial, off to a trial. Oh, I know, I bounced between both. Oh, hello, you. New tank. Cool, that's not terrible for this. Hello.
You are bound by the limits of flesh. It will betray you. Drag them to their graves. Death is upon you.
That is one of the worst I've seen.
Perhaps this. Kill them. Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength. reduce you to ether.
Good shields.
You will die for me now. Accepting death is the greatest sin a life can commit. The endless darkness engulfs you.
Close. It's close. I didn't realize I'd blown them up that quickly. It's like, boom! Everyone's out. They just have to get out.
Still alive. But there are ways to change that. There. Those who do not resist death deserve it.
Okay, donuts.
I am prepared for you. Kill them. Fight, if you must. There.
Healer? Bonus of this for using the duty roulette. Hooray! I like the money. Yeah. I think I was talking about the SCO 1s and SCO 2s versus this. Pretty sure. But yeah. But it seems they balance power of a missile by how many are in the rack. So one could debate, you know, is more missiles or more ammunition in a gun better than... Oh, it went for 700,000. Wasn't expecting that, but okay. They were like 1.4 million on the market. This is like... Yeah, no. It's gonna bend it for that. Played. Ooh, what do we have here? Air Force One. That sounds like fun. Got here just in time. Got here just in time to do it? Absolutely. So, like I said, the Atoll sees 2 missiles in a launch. Big missiles, but 2 missiles. SCO-4s, 14. There's only 3 launchers that actually have 14 missiles in the launcher. I think if you had to dump out as many as possible, more damage, you're just not as quick. No. Rate of fire missile launches is pretty... 1 shot every second. Only effective when you can block. I'll also see if that... another reason targeting, see if I can increase the range at which I bullseye targets. If it is... Oh. No. No, I was saying just EM's just dumping them at the target, eventually hitting the engines versus specific targeting. Though specific targeting makes something really good. Engines, effectively you've got 6 engine hits. Or whatever weapon damage. Right, you got 6 units of engines and whatever hit points. To protect you. Having 12 points of whatever engine is better. Yeah, that means 12 for shields, 12 for engines. That's 24 out of the 40 initial. Doesn't leave you a lot of go juice anywhere else. The best shields are 12 energy. Oh, true. And you're running less than 12 energy shields. Yeah, so technically, and they're not high hit point shields either. Both ways of considering hit points. So, means it could be totally smooted. I don't like that. Also, where am I on my money? 100,000. And I need at least another cool mill over the top. 1.5 mil? 1.5 mil if I can get the next one. Isn't that just terrible? And they added that. I can do that. I can't do these just yet, but I can do glasses. Can't do the parasol. This is the one they sell for like... Or no, it's not this one. It's the one in... The one in Kukane they sell for like dumb. They do? Mm-hmm. Not holding on to 4 of those. Have some fun with some heavies. I need the material. No, goofball. It'll show up at Summerford Forums. It's like, where are you again? I was here half a year ago. Nearest I can pin, we're sort of like 8 months in. But the timeline in the game? I put it around about 6 to 8 months at this point. Like, wait, Legend of Year. No, we haven't been at, like, the game's been going for like 10 years, but Sinister first. But the in-game time is sort of like 6 to 8 months at this point. Maybe 10. Oh, we have Archangel Seraphina. Hey, good evening to everybody. Pop, pop, bang, bang, we go away for it. Yeah, I get the arena spikes both on the edge of this, and even in here. These ones at the top of the piece, I don't get. Anywhere where a person can reach over and go, ow. Oh, so these ones that are in the front here, fine, absolutely.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal Femme Fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Fatality.
You have become a stain on this. This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
It's begun! She's draining the audience of their ether.
All of you will feed me.
Femme Fatale's unleashed the ether! The challenger's in her realm now.
too late to beg for mercy.
This spectacle of slaughter resumes! How will the challenger adapt? It's a veritable rain of death!
Never know. More. I need more ether.
She's draining the crowd's ether again! I hope our dear spectators are feeling alright.
I'm at the wrong angle for that one.
In pain lies pleasure.
She's unleashed even more ether! How will this end? Looks like someone isn't holding back. It's all over. Until next time.
Alright, so I need that. 3 ants. Need pass. Need pass. See that? I need it like that. It's a regular day for loot. Need one more coat, I think. Yay! Why do I slow down? They should be able to see who rolled what or who has rolled on certain items. They shouldn't? No, they should not. Cool. I think I can pick up these gauntlets then. Hooray! That'd be nice. It would. It means I just have to roll for pants and shirts. In which case, let's head over to there now. Before I do another join. Take the long way? Take the long way. Theory crafting stuff, both in any game, is great, but sooner or later, you know, bits have to meet bytes. Whatever you think works has to be tried out in practice. I had way too many cases of theory crafting. That looks good on paper. Try it out in reality. That sucks the dingus. Unpolitely as well. Oh, builds in Starfield. Builds in Starfield, I say, work on your open. Right? So, that's the 12, and it is 12. 12 points that opens the entire tree. Okay. Once you get an open, the rest of your build is, you know, fairly simple. If you can avoid building a certain tree, like I'm avoiding physical on this playthrough, so I can free myself from there. Yay! And I'm done a very much reduced combat build. Yeah, just taking shotguns and particle. Right, because I don't have a particle rifle at this time. I mean, I get a particle rifle, I'll start putting points into that. Combat's very easy to level. And shoot X number of enemies with X gun weapon thing. Oh yeah, that's kind of easy. Yeah, some of the powers are very some skills are very easy to level. It's the crafting ones are one of the, not hard, but tedium, I think was the right word. Especially armor crafting. You have to build different mods. Yeah. It can be the same mod, but you need 5 different helmets, for instance. It is tedious. Yeah, so you have like 5 helmets to do 5 mods on. Then mod 2, and you can do 5 different mods on it. Same mod, but installed 5 different mods. Oh, we gotta do 10 different things, then 15. It's just like... So ideally, you'd want to hold a certain number of weapons and a certain number of armors in reserve. You wouldn't care, you're just modding them for modding's sake. I didn't do that this time. No. Should have. About speed running. Not worth. Not worth? Not worth. I mean, I was low level, got myself a good gun, and then, you know, that one mission that took me out onto the outer rim at like level 4, when I got that big bang gun, and I basically used it to smack everything over the head since. Yeah, you're only starting to catch up to the damage output of the weapon. True. And like I said, if I was designing my ships, I would leave myself to 3 of them. True. Right? The Razor Leaf, the Eclipse, the UC Shuttle, the Frontier would all just stay those ships. And I'd have 3, one for cargo, one for combat, and one that does sort of a little bit of everything. Because if you can get, because the big ship I've got, it's got what, 11, 13 passenger capacity? True. And the Fury looks like she can haul 6,000 odd cargo, which beats the pants off of most people's 3,000 or 2,000 cargo. They're saying, oh, we can carry like 3,000, 4,000 cargo. So cool. This thing does 6,000. Okay, so I've got those gloves. So I need the hose here. Yep. Coat, hose, a striking. I have those. Headgear of maiming. I'm missing that. Must have that. I need boots of aiming. No, it's in the dresser. Okay. I'll double check for the other one. No, okay, I need a headgear. Alright. No, wait, I have the gloves. Just, hey! Okay, I've mistaken gloves for helmet. Alright, we're good. I know I've got them. Just gotta do it again. Oh no, repair. Silly me. Got materia molds, don't I? Yep. Cool. Cool. Start putting it into my healer gear. Healer and tank, healer and tank. Right, so I need pants, jacket, one jacket set, one set of pants. This, and I can just hang on. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm glad I verified that. One of those sets that I'm pretty sure I can shove in the glamour thing and I'll be all happy. The confused look on my face as I see someone floating places where I'm not sure they're supposed to be. Oh, it's all good. I know, I played the first couple of playthroughs without boost packs, and after using boost packs, I'm like, yeah, I like boost packs. But I knew I would. Boost packs is like jump legs in Cyberpunk. Right? The equivalent is, like, what was it? Deus Ex, you could have sprint legs or quiet legs. Both Deus Ex and Deus Ex Invisible War. In that one, I think there was one that also increased your ability to take fall damage and jump. Probably. And, you know, push come to shovers. Shovables? Yeah. It's like, can you move quietly on without needing the quiet legs? Like, yeah. You know, it's like my last Cyberpunk playthrough, I used Link's Paws. Because I like the Link's Paws as a thing. But, truthfully, the two types of jump legs are more useful. But there's three types of jump. There is, but the third type basically is a combination of both. Though I must admit, the other set of ones, which is the Leroy or Jenkins combination, this is like run into combat faster. My response is, that's dumb. Right? That sits in my dumb box. But if you're a melee-based character, sure, but I've never sprinted into there, dashed into it. So sandy rush into them, or using the forward dash into it. Absolutely. The other, debatable. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I'm looking at a ship that has 2 mess halls and going, why do they not have a 3x2 living area? Just mess hall or cargo. Like, oh. So I don't want to put 3 1x1s next to each other because I'm almost guaranteed that's going to do one of these. So they'll be like, that one's straight, then you got to go up here and down here to connect through. It's going to do one of those. It'll do some dirt line connect. What it'll do. I mean, I could put in 2 1x1s and then do a hard cross connector, basically guaranteed a connection. Technically, that's more passenger slots. But I like the larger rooms on the ship. It feels more like a ship to me then. No? I know Elite Dangerous is working trying to figure out how to do that with their ships. Make the interiors? Absolutely. But, like I said, it's not going to be an easy thing. So they'll have to do a very similar thing to what Bethesda's done. Right? So when you get a, like, can you go inside the cargo hold or not go inside the cargo hold? And if the answer is yes, then wherever you have a level 8 slot, you have to build a level 8 room for everything that can slot into that level 8 location. This is what a shield looks like. This is what this looks like. That looks like. If they put a 7 in there, you have to then, so you gotta do every level 8 object internalized, every level 7 objects, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. You know. Ones I'd probably say are just like racks. It's just a rack you look at. And you have to figure out where it all sits inside each ship. And I don't think they're prepared to do that. Right? That's not an easy thing to do because only a few ships were really sort of, well, the early ships are going to be the hardest ones to do that with. The newer ships, they can basically get away with them. Like the Lynx and the Type 8 transport and stuff like that. You can get away with it. Oh, really? Oh. Maybe. Maybe. Two dancers, I have a dance. Axes, this, that. There are no swords in the arena. Sides of each card, axes at each sub-card. But the axe blades would have been this, but they're all facing the same way. It's lacking. You can even think about rotating one of them, maybe. Here we go.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach. Another attack evaded with a prop.
How about this? Behold, the essence of martial mastery.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched.
There is much more to come.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
No more holding back.
Hold back any.
Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
I beg your pardon? What is he going to do with all those weapons? Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed!
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
Pretty well.
The tyrant altered his form! He looks even more tyrannical than before!
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced.
going to need urgent repairs. They've been felled with a vengeance!
Try this!
Side. There we go. There it is.
And now he's thrown the ring! What absurd strength! The ring shall presently be restored.
Tank up.
To the clash between battle pride and mortal resolve, either side can come out on top.
The power of feral souls makes the Arcadian what it is.
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide? What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Picked up the
It's
tank.
all
There you go.
over.
Absolutely.
Until next time.
Alrighty, so it's not the gloves, it's the helmet I need. So I need that, I need... So I need that, I need this I can pass, that I can pass, that I can pass. Yoo-hoo! And I can eat a taco. Not everyone does custom delivery, so it's kind of fun to have an emote all under the standard things. Nice. Alright, so that's 3 out of the way. Got here. Magic broom. Magic staple broom. These are the painful ones, though. Well, this isn't gathered, it's grown. This is gathered. Bamboo stick? Yeah. It's a timed thing. Oh, that's nonsense. Can be. of them in here too, doesn't it? Yep. 50. That's what I need to make a shit ton of. How much ore do I have? 23 ore now? Should have 34 ore when I'm done, which is 11. I need 9, I think. I'll be fine. Double check that before you decide it's all said and done. Nope. No, I need more. Need more? I need more. Oh well. It's what you do. All about what, not what you say, it's what you do. Exactly. And tomorrow I gotta have them on the long grind anyway. After that I can send a bunch of them after sub-materials. Again. So what ship were you gonna screw with? I could. Actually, it's the one with the Ares. No, I like the one with the Ares where it is. Because that gives me the second hand up, but the Ares cockpit does have to sort of be at the front of a ship, so it has that gap. You need that fork because it has the glass beneath it. Right between the two front seats. Exactly. So if you don't have the gap, it's just like, oh look, I can see ship hull. Kind of defeats the purpose. Right. You like long Millennium Falcon forks. Though I could use that spot directly under it. Use a cargo hold there. Just one of the standard ones? Yeah, to give shapes. Versus using structural ones. Oh, it's like, I want to stay all to Demos. Look at all of Demos. Demos kind of looks kind of fluty. Don't it? Yeah. I gotta come up with something that looks good in Demos. Also gotta change its color. Only the main ship gets the yellow, black, green look to it. All the others get some other colorations with yellow as the final. Something brown, gray, this, gray, black, yellow, trim. Yeah, it sounds pretty okay for a Demo ship. Sort of a dark gray, dark this.
The president must pay for his crimes! Give him what for, champion! His arm has a life of its own! Is this the power of the mythical Lidwa?
Couldn't tell you, don't know.
His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting! Watch out! They're That is one cruel coil. Another attack evaded with aplomb.
Enemies that just show one large enemy, I really do enjoy. I do. It's not all I want. I do. But it's good damage. Guess around.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
Guess for my win.
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's telling? Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic! Oh, even I felt that! Can't afford to be careless now! What fighting spirit!
Could be the other dancer. Can't leave one of them either.
Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power!
Is that? That's something.
Is there no limit to his regenerative capacity?
Need pass 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 pass. We'll just roll on them anyway. Nice. Good fun. I'm having an absolute poop-a-doo about it. Making it a rainy night. Absolutely, why not? Right. Already got my 450 for the week. I've got sitting on this. I can't make that any better. 844 though. Ordinary brass for there. Dark Knight. We gave you a standard ring. So it's basically replacing this heavyweight stuff with the appropriate of pretty much. So I just need to replace, I know, gotta replace this with that, which means the set we get from the north when it's done up should be comparable-ish to this. Maybe. Maybe. We'll do it. Yield the trial? Yield the trial. 13. Really? Right? What's this over? The 13. I guess no one likes that one. Oh well. Think there's any particular reason for it? Nah, not really. What's on the time for the high level thing? 5 minutes. Cool. It'll be good. Really? Not terrible. It's not a terrible time. Do you agree with the shotguns? Well, there's a question. I will agree slug shotguns reach a lot further than I gave credit to. You did? I did. They're actually out to a reasonable range for accuracy. Now, I'd have to hold up the books. So, reload on Laredo does actually, or, quick draw and reload would actually speed up the DPS of the Coachman, because the Coachman's Laredo. Range and accuracy would give the Shoddy and, of course, the Big Bang more, make them more like rifles. I was gonna, and I know technically the Coachman's rate of fire with a boom boom and then snapping rounds, especially with the Laredo boost, it's technically really, really good. And if you've got speed load ballistics, really, really good. Because you have to choose ballistics, shotguns, pistols, lasers, or effectively melee weapons to get out of level 1 for Starfield. Yeah. Though I will admit, even though I've got bonus 60%, if the gun's not doing a lot of damage, like it's the initial part, you don't need to push combat right away. It is sort of a Bethesda thing. If you don't push combat early, it's going to hurt you late. So you kind of want to. Oh, Snowcloak. Nice. This is where the tank, if they remember rightly, they have to piddle stop periodically. Should have the key. Last one dies in the section. You obtained a tiny key out of the bear. Where are you going? Wall breaks regardless. So I'm going to run out of the room. All right. In case of doing it once long ago and probably forgetting about it. like to do regularly. I see what it was. It's a stand still. It's been a while since the mechanics come up. What can I say? It lets you remember all the old mechanics that you forget. Little keys or something like that to basically help break it up. There's only one way to sort of bypass some of that. Was there? Like coloring mana, we used to run it all the time. We would stop and run it. Do a run back to the start. But we just do a return to get there. And then they added the actual cross-link list that they do back there. It was easier for newer players. Didn't have to think about it. You wind up basically down in the basement, stuck in the following. How do I get back? Just do a return. Okay. I'm gonna think back to the beginning. Fair enough. Down you go. Well, more of breakpoints. Yeah, breakpoints would more slow it down, make the fight a bit more manageable, especially when just So an experienced tank doesn't just like drag on a brand new healer. Nothing kills a game faster than ruining your core capabilities. Yes, he can kick this guy. So you could have kicked the swipe. I know it's called low blow. I know. Gonna turn into a dragon. Yes, he is. There's no point in copying my abilities. Stick his finger in the keyhole. Fenrir. Takes a while for them to run up and do their thing. Yeah, it does. It's understandable. Or they'd be in close combat, so the time between issuing the command and actually doing it is quite low. Now, I can almost see them all getting all our pets here. Instead of being this, I can see them doing what happens here, where they all have an ability thing and it sort of shoots them. Oh yeah, because then they don't have that time. It can be several seconds. I mean, it doesn't affect the DPS. It does feel lag. You usually thank the healers? I'll thank the healers more often than thank the tanks. But I give the tanks thanks. Well, occasionally a DPS. Occasionally a DPS, occasionally a DPS. Like, the reason for that? Well, it's hard to judge. Like, I'll give a DPS a go if they've done really good. Or someone's got Case of a really hard-worked glamour. They'll get a thanks, too. That's cool. Okay. Is that it? Right? Or I can see they've done very well. Like I said, it's harder for a DPS to be seen done very well. Tank's easy to guess if they've done very well. Healer. Everyone's alive. Hooray! Okay. Let those... No, they don't. These are all... Oh, they were traded. What? It's more Dona. There was a bunch of stuff at the end that was traded for gear. Yeah. Oh, it's a Sailor Moon. Remember rightly, it's the ones in the doors over here. No, that was the augment. Yeah, there it is. I don't have one of those sitting around, do I? No, I don't. Ah. Wonder where that piece is? There it is. Do that. Right, classic wood. There we go. Like, ooh, sneaky. That's old stuff, old races. Like, where were those again? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's more donut. Wow. Someone may be in a foul mood. We'll go pocket these if I have got them already. I don't know if they can fit in the armory or armoire or not, so we'll try that first. Of course, it'll do is tell me no. The stats on them any good? Snuck itself off to here. Wasn't bad for the time. You know, item level 90. Oh, good, I can store them in. Don't do that. So what's that like? Organa. If we go from glamour dresser, oops, sorry, armoire. That's that look. Right? Quite. I know. And it's like, oh, isn't that the same thing? It is. Isn't that terrible? Difference is this was a high, this is 30, 25, 38, and this one is less. Level 55 versus level 90. Like, oh, that's kind of terrible. Yeah. But you wonder where people get the ninja girl look. There you go. It's so draining putting those outfits on for you. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't bring in Vera, and the Rothgar girls are not. So the Vera girls, or Vera and Rothgar, are not in squadrons. They're not? Mm-mm. They were, I'd be cycling for figuring out which individuals I'd be flipping. Really? You can set their skills, so it's not like I'd wind up with a few people low and probably suffer not being able to get a few pickups here and there, but, you know. Okay. You can get 8 of them. And there are... Give me a second here. Human, Elzin, Mikyot, or Makote, Lalafell, that's 4. Right? The Rog, which is the... So that's the base 5 that you can choose from now, or choose from. Then there's the Aura, which was the first one, and they're in there. Then Vera and this. So technically there are 8 distinct female models. Oh. And you don't have 8 distinct tools. No. It'd most likely be a number of the Mikyots and Aura, because I have 2 Aura? Yeah, I have 2 Aura. A Hure. Don't actually have an Elzin. Fixable. Majority of the case was just basically the first 8 that applied. It's my go for it. Oh. The first 8 applied and you just went, yep, you're in. You're in, you're in, you're in. Mm-hmm. That's, simple. It is. Beyond that, I'd have to cycle through them. But I want to throw out some of mine just to change them. I don't know. If you're going to choose them for the sake of what they look like, I'd have to actually pull up their imagery. There is that stuff on backs and other things. Certain sites have them. Like, these are all the people that can join you. They really destroy certain people by making them realize they could have had a completely customizable squadron that they would. Oh, I'm sure some people, especially the ones who take forever to do customization, would just be like, oh. You know, customize them, colorize them. You can dye certain elements, of course. Of course. They'd just be like, oh, no. Missed out. Me? No, I can't. No, I could. Maybe I will take the Gaia and take her apart, redo her setup. What is the best gear, though? If I'm going to put it down, I have to put Nova Galactic. It's technically better than most sets, mechanically. Really? Mm-hmm. It's got the dumbest exterior, and I'll say Tayo has the sort of rounded top and bottom sections for making 3-level ships really, really nice. And it had, like, you can do mid-sections, section stuff, so it's very comprehensive in its design. Nice. Very nice, actually. But actually, I don't know. Hope Tech. Try a heavy Hope Tech fighter. 315 engines on the back. They're really nice. So we can have fun there. Yay! Small this, but everything ain't. It's like one guy came up with in Starfield the blow you, like screw you design ship. Because they aim for center of mass. Effectively, he made a vertical loop. So, what was it? It was like a 2x3 at the bottom and a 2x3 at the top, with the cockpit slapped on top, and just 2 pillars of 1x1s. So it was, right? It's like the dumbest looking ship ever, but because the way the enemy fires at you is like ha 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 ha, this is like. But the center of mass of the ship is technically right there in the middle. But, oh, filthy. Very filthy, actually. They just shoot at that hole in the middle of the nothing and hit nothing. It was just like, ha-ha! That's clever. It was, and then they patched that out after people were using it as the ultimate ship. Like, no! And then there's people who basically don't know the map. They mean, this was the ultimate ship, and you look at them, and you do the numbers, and you look at it, and you go, you've fallen for the noob trap. It's like, what? No, it was hidden numbers in the game. Really? Yeah. I hate hidden numbers, because you have to, the only way to know hidden numbers is to basically, that's why I disappear quietly sometimes. Like, I gotta go pull out my spreadsheet here and take a look at the quiet numbers. Because the best way to say it is a lot of engines have a minimum performance metric. That minimum performance metric is what's known as the mobility limit, the boost. That's why mobile engines or mobility engines boost engines. Fortunately, most of the engines in the game are mobility limited. What's that mean? As long as your mobility reads 100, you're good. Oh, okay. Right? And if you just know the list of boost engines and avoid them, not an issue. There is a debatable between the best C-class engine and the best B-class engine because their technical performance limit is 50 mass between the two. The B engine is 50 mass lighter for its limit than the C-class engine. You're like, is 50 mass really worth it for 10 more speed and 0.2 more boost? And that 0.2 is a multiplicative. It's like, do you want to multiply your boost by 3.5 or 3.7? Oh. Right? So it actually turns into like about a 200 meters per second boost speed difference type thing. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's like 20 meters per second boost speed difference. No, it's longer than that. 140 times 3.7 versus 150 times. But all the C-class engines are boost limited engines, which means you hit the limit where your boost, say for C-class is 3.5, is degraded. So it goes from 3.5 to 3.4, 3.3, 3.0, 2 point something, drops. You're like, oh, how much? No one has the exact numbers because no one wants to sit down with every engine and hard test exactly how badly you ruin your boost. We know the limit's there. You know, we don't know if it's linear, if it's exponential, if it's some other formulaic element. If there's a hard limit, so it's like it's only going to go from 3.5 to 3.0, or if it went from 3.5 to 3.2, it's like, is it arguable or not arguable? No one has that data. Game's not popular enough for people to tear it to absolute ribbons. Get all the hard data numbers out of it. Right? No one plays it that sweaty. So we just take the performance limit and go, that's as good as we need. Yeah, it's 50. That's the DT 2030 silence at 1250? 1299, I think. 1250. It's either 1249 or 1299. And the other ones are like 1209 or 1249. Right? But it's like, it's 50 mass. If it was 70 mass, I would agree it would be worth the extra engine. But 50 mass, that's like, don't know if that's worth it. Because at 50 mass, you're arguing literally a cargo container. Right, because, you know, it's like 7 mass for C-class weapons. You're putting 4 of those on, that's 27, 28 mass, but all the good, really good high damage ones are all B-class weapons, not C-class weapons. And they're only 5 mass. The A-class are like 1 to 3, 4 to 5, 4 to 6 is sort of the B, and 6 to 7 to 9 is the C-class. So B-class weapons are B-class weapons are the best. Don't C-class reach out further and have more per hit damage, but their slow-ass fire rate makes them terrible. I know, it's one of those things. Thank you, Bethesda. Right? It's one thing I would basically have flipped out and changed is some details about the ships. Okay. I would have probably set A-class, like, I would have introduced A-class guns as probably, you know, you pick a weapon for each class, and that becomes the best of that class. So, like, C-class particle weapons, B-class ballistics, and A-class lasers. Okay, so like any like a C-class laser is outclassed by an A-class laser, as an example, right? Or you could do A-class ballistics and B-class something. Oh yeah, right? Second thing you do is you give each one an equalizer in the defense weapons, right? So C-class you give turrets, right? The best turret weapons are all C-class, and you actually give turrets. So, you know, if they're properly mounted, they have 360 degrees line of sight. If they're not properly mounted, they don't. All right, yeah. You'd give like B-class or A-class torpedoes and B-class missiles. Then it comes with that. So long-range particle turrets would be C-class. But short-range ballistics and torpedoes would be A. Good evening. I have 2 Lalafels and a Mikyote. U2 Katagane, not speaking. Kirimiya, well, Lunas Otis. And Kiri gives a this. Ooh, not bad. I'll throw that. I'll throw this. I will pawn that. Not your thing. Yes, I know. I have dragons, though. Usually an early offsuit wind is it means you either have dragons or you have your own wind. Oh, he had dragons. That's one of these two. Oh, no, it wasn't. I misread. Nice. Technically, I'm out on a 3. There's one south left out there. I do want to change that. But there's like 1, 2, that's 3. That'll work. That means I'm out on a 2 or a 5 character, which means I'm now up to 8. That's funny because
victory is at hand, is it not? You won't rest on his laurels, of course.
Yeah, it's a hard start for Kiri. It's sad. They didn't want to say hi, effectively. Give me a white, give me a red. Be happy. Not gonna do it. All right. Panic. I'm gonna throw it a real wrench next. I'm gonna be biffing this basically, unless they give me another one. 4, 5 here. Yep. I have pair here. The 4 would be brilliant, so then I can biff that. So I'd probably throw this actually. Yeah, kind of have to. Threw that when that was down. Throw this. Don't need it. I was hoping to get the other 2 pretty quick. That way I could get triple dragons. Like, uh-oh. No one's taken an east, so either there's someone sitting on them, or not. Yeah.
Tread cautiously now.
Still could get a Pikatsu if they get a sumo. So I'm not throwing the east, that's asking for trouble.
Small mercies, I suppose.
Ouchie. Katsurichi. Last round. Okay, you got 2 pair right off the bat. Oof, oof. You got a 5, 4, 5, 6 over here, over there. I like it. 5, 6. Tiles are being nice to you tonight. They are being nice to me tonight. We thank them for it. Like, why? I can go Tanyo out. Right? I can pawn one of these. I have that as chi. Chi that, chi that. There's my chi, thank you. West Wind didn't do anything for me. Why'd you throw a pair of Wests? It doesn't do anything for me. So what would do it? If I get here, if I get the 5, I can throw the 4 and it's Richi. We're waiting on 8s and 2s. You don't want to do that. Not really, but...
Wow, this looks promising.
I'll reach you that. Out on the 5. It is a Pinfu hand, if anything. No score in here. Nope. That's not a score. That's not scoring. That's not scoring. This won't score. It's a 0 score. Aw. Nothing I can do about that one. Someone's worried I might be on that. 7? It's a dangerous hand, because I only threw 2 through double Wests in this, which indicates I'm on a Tanyo type hand, but no one knows what the danger tile is. Danger tile. So, they don't know. It's impossible to know. All you know is what I've thrown, and what everyone else has thrown and wasn't called on. I threw 4. It can't be a 4. I've thrown West. I've thrown 9. Can't be any of those.
So it goes. But we may yet have the better hand.
Right? They've gone all in. I can't stop it. I might step on it. They, on the other hand, have thrown very hard to guess. They could be looking for the same tile I am.
A dangerous moment indeed. Small mercies, I suppose.
Okay. So they get 3,000 from the fact that all three of us put money on the pin. So they get 5,000. Or yeah, they should get about 5. Oh no, because theirs is one of the bets. That's right. That's harsh. All right. So what do we have? Ooh. All right. What have you given me today? I know my instinct is to throw Tanyo and go for it. Mm-hmm. I'll do that. I'm pretty sure that was safe to go around. I don't want to get caught with it. I don't want it basically blowing up my face. The guy in the lead. I'm not that far off of everyone. Right? One good hand and I'm, well, meow mix, so to speak. I like that. I do like that. I think the system's going to basically punish me for it, though. I think I'm going to get the 7 up here. And it would have been like 7, 8, 9. I could have thrown that and then biffed this and been like literally one off the marker. The whole, are you double guessing yourself? Fun, isn't it?
Tread cautiously now.
I have a dead tile in my hand, so I'm safe there. I have out on a 1 or 4. 2 1s are down. Technically, that makes me Furry Tenton. Takes me out of Reachy too, doesn't it? It does. But it's a safe tile. I know it's a safe tile.
Small mercies, I suppose.
I knew the 4 was there. It wasn't a bad one. I could have taken that. You could have taken. I could have taken
A refreshing diversion, made all the more
I was
enjoyable by
debating
your
the
victory.
4. So I am very happy with that result. Like, it could be the 4. The 4 feels dangerous. The 3's safe. The 4's dangerous. I'll forego that. I didn't reach my hand. If I had reached it, I would have had to throw the 4 and I would have been done. Yep. Now, it would have been done 1,300 points, which still would have left me in the lead. Yes, it would. Right, I'm going to give you a standard mission. Standard mission. So I have all my goodies for the month, for the next, tomorrow. Tomorrow. Pick up the money. Pick up the money. Yahoo! 40 mil in the clear. You're now at 34 dark steel ore. Yeah, which will turn into... fine. Smithing, quick synthesis, all of it. Synthesize. Because I got 2 over here. I should have just told it make all normal quality. Pretty much. We got enough coke. Make those? Why not? Literally this. That. Alright. We'll do the rest of the building tomorrow. Nope, I will. Like, but why? The thought in my head is like, well, I get bonuses for doing it tomorrow. I don't get bonuses for doing it today. Oh, right. Yeah, true. True. If there's another match. Or you want to race chocobos. Actually, let's race chocobos. Chocobo racing is fun. And exciting. And frustrating. All at the same moment. I haven't hit that many speed birds, I will admit, so it's been more fun. When you've lost some and won some and then been absolutely frustrated by others. It's like, why'd you go off? Why'd you do your thing? It's like, no. Bots only, but bots only is good because it can change up the course. Players are almost entirely this course. Oh damn, Starbreaker, White Knuckle, right off the line. Boom. A bunch of people took this. Final form goes with that. A bunch of people just ate that. I heard that. Yep, Oblivion, Outcast. I know that sprint went all of nowhere. Hey, was well in front of that when they did that. I'm not jumping for that one. I shouldn't have jumped for it, I should say. I'm not going to catch Starbreaker at this rate. Nope. And I'm dinged. Well, maybe not. I wasn't catching Starbreaker on that one. TON Starbreaker Racing? Oh, that'd be a pain in the rear. They got clean and clear really early and just kept the speed up. Can't fault them for it. Good bird. Regen Bogan. That's what it is. Just do it from underneath sort of everything. Might have to do that once I get my actually it's not a dumb idea. Instead of doing just general Dingus's raids around today, what I could have done was go for Pilgrim's Traverse and pushed for the light. Which isn't a bad idea to do next time. Provided they don't release something like North. Either very immune to that or not. I just missed the nick. You don't want to... Oh, thank you. The Starbreaker's not even sprinting. That's filth. You gotta go juice now, aren't you, Starbreak? The double bird. Where'd you get that from? Oh, eat my Badoosis. Yeah, no. Unfair use drops a friggin' meteor. Where'd you get that? You weren't that far back for a meteor pod to drop. Like bagging it for blue shells type thing. Still beat him. Barely. Like, if he had held the power juice until after the meteor, then no, if I could like just hold, say I held it for a few seconds longer and saw the meteor coming in, be like, hear that, and then I was gonna hit it, I would have been fine. Been like, off, and we're gone. It is filthy though. Meteors, they're worse than blue shells. They can completely just destroy the field. You don't disagree with them? I don't in standard terms. Right? It's hard to disagree with the meteor because we're on a short run. You. Right. always that chunk right there. It just feels weird. Fuck off, I can't turn that corner like that. I can't weave through there at that speed. Doesn't matter, we're still there. That's where you got your bird design for? Yeah, basically get first the end without having to use anything. Usually I don't have to hardball speed it though. But definitely burning more stamina than I needed to. Oh. Yeah. Say the next thing though. When Bethesda does a Starfield 2, and they will. Oh, but no. The reason why they will is because it's a new IP. IP is a use it or lose it situation. Where if you don't defend some things, it can make other defenses a real pain in the... I'm just gonna ride your tail. I know what you've got. I know the minute I get in front of you, you're gonna hit me with it. What? That's twice that's happened. That's filthy. I'm gonna hit it. You're like nowhere near this, but we're gonna count it if you've got hit by it. It's a very long bubble, Teo. It's like, jump the thing. Yay, I didn't get hit with it. The guy 3 miles behind me hits it, and I get to still get knocked by it. It's like, that's nonsense. Drives me batty. Like, no, stop that. Like, I didn't touch it, I didn't get hit by it. I'm around the corner. Yes, but you're inside the snapshot, according to the server. The server's got you with a 2-second lag, you're back there, you got hit by it. Like, no! Drives you mad? Drives me absolutely spare batty. I got an idea. Play some cards in the hall. Cards in the hall is fun. Play now. Play now. Only because she's the only one with same plus. Six, 4, huh? How about that? There? I figured he'd do that. He did? I did. That's a 2 different. I can do this, though. That's filthy. Same. Yep. Same. Dun, 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 dun. Now that's unusual. Why'd you play that there? Plus. Complete another challenge? Absolutely. I'll do that. Interestables. This. No, roughly his cards. He didn't have one for that corner. That's the advantage of playing one player like a million times. Like I can be bothered to remember 90% of the cards. 7-7. Same. It would have also been plus. Would have also done plus. It would have also done plus. I don't have anything to challenge that with. Don't do. Yeah, I didn't have anything to really do. I don't know why he's using the Pissa card. Don't. Not really. To be on the annoyed side with this deck by now. I would. If I was losing like that, it's like, god damn it. You do it because it's funny. I do it because it's because I can do it. Filthy cards. Yes. have the 8 card to flip the last one. They do, don't they? Yep. So if I do this, once they can get back as 1. That's filthy. It is. Almost complete. I gotta take one more winner. Amazing how the bot likes to play the same sort of stratagems multiple times. Now it's learned, hey, if I block this here, I'm safe-ish. Problem is, it forgets I can do this. I'm already 2 up anyway, so it's like, I was gonna lose. Another 10,000. El talking, but your deck's looking better and better by the minute. Here to join me later for another match. I think we'll change Nell half full to Nell completely full. We'd buy her a drink. Absolutely. The sheer number of MGP we take off of her, we'd have to give some of it back after all. Only fair. Only fair. Only fair. So, time to go? It is, I know. It's a weekday, what can I say? Things are what they are. Right? Money is money, and unfortunately it has to be earned somewhere. So, we gotta run, because otherwise we get not enough sleep, and we're just like, ugh. You know how that goes. Yeah. You're looking at quad, you're basically 2, 3 double espressos later, and then you're like, God damn it. Wired right up the wazoo. Try to sleep with that in your head. Absolutely, that's why we gotta go. It's end of the show, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow. The timer's reset, maybe some other things trick off tomorrow. We don't know, but we'll have to see. It's usually Tuesdays that they do stuff that kicks off. Yep, so we'll see what actually runs, dones, or anything else that's fun. If it's just ordinary, then what I'll try to do is I will do what we generally do, which is basically the walk, the book, grind for tokens here, there, and everywhere, and try to get some more stuff. We'll probably see if we can swing in some Pilgrim's Traverse in this. I do some Heat Dungeons. Yahoo! That's the plan. That is the plan for the week. Coming back up Friday, Saturday, we got more Starfield. More trying to just grind levels by finding random things to do. Absolutely. That is the best way I've got so far. It's like when you finally basically beaten Fallout a couple times, so instead of doing the main quest, you go, hey, what the hell is that way? I've never been into that corner of the map, but just putter off into it. Only to find out the really best quest you've missed for most of the game. So, that kicks off 7:30 Mountain Standard, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. So join me if you want to have some fun, or if you just like what I do. More or less the second, I think, than the first. Anyhow, thank you if you tuned in tonight. If you catch us on replays, thank you again. And if you watch this on the YouTube upload, thank you very much. But I've got to run, so I hope you have plenty of fun, and I hope you tune in next